Hello guys, welcome to my channel The Medical World. Today we are coming with very interesting topic that is the hand hygiene. Uh, We all know that hand hygiene is very important and in this COVID era we should wash our hands in order to prevent from infection and these type of things. So let's start. I'll explain you each and every detail in this video. I hope this will be very useful for you and you should apply it every day. So let's start the video. Hand hygiene should be done with the soap and running water using the friction, or we can also apply the waterless alcohol based hand rub, which is the most easiest and most important way to prevent the spread of infection. You can also use your hands while caring, and if you're a support worker you use your hands in the care, whether you are wearing gloves, but you have the risk of getting the microbes done as a support worker or as a nurse. So it is very important for you guys as a personal support worker or nurses to perform hand hygiene before and after the care of the client. Your hands can easily pick up the microbes from many clients, places, or things. As I have told you earlier, hand hygiene should be practiced before and after the contact of client. Because hands are very contaminated, you need to practice hand hygiene oftenly and properly. Although hand hygiene is a simple procedure, many healthcare workers do it improperly. It is a major concern that hand hygiene is considered as many very simple procedure, but the steps are sometimes missed by the healthcare workers, and this starts the chain of infection. So it is a major concern which is just taken for granted by the healthcare workers, and they miss out the step, and in this case the chain of infection runs. So it should be practiced properly. You should remember that gloves never take the place of hand hygiene. Whether you are a nurse or support workers and using the gloves, don't think that if you use the glove then you don't have to wash your hands. Remember, the gloves can never take the place of hand hygiene. You have to perform the hand hygiene, that is must. Our next topic is when we should perform or practice the hand hygiene. Whether you're in hospital or community settings, hand hygiene is very important. Now we are going to discuss when to do this task. First step is immediately before and after giving care. Although it may seem you just clean your hands after giving care, but you have to wash them immediately before you care and after you care for the next client. Second point is whenever your hands are visibly soiled. When you see that your hands are dirty and you can see that visibly, you have to wash your hands with soap and water. It is very important. Third point is after contact with your own or another person's blood, body fluid, secretion, or excretion. If you are in contact with someone's blood or body fluid, you have to immediately perform the hand hygiene. Next point is after touching objects that are contaminated, such as soil, linens, tissues, toilet paper, garbage, bags, bedpans, diaper, or adult incontinence. After touching these type of contaminated things, you have to immediately perform the hand hygiene. Next is before and after preparing, handling, and eating the food. After preparing, handling, and eating the food, you have to perform hand hygiene. Second last point is before putting on disposable gloves and after removing that. When you don on gloves before, you have to perform the hand hygiene, and after donning off of gloves, then also you have to perform hand hygiene. Next is after personal body functions such as urinating or defecating. changing typhoons or sanitary pads, and sneezing and coughing or blowing your nose. Now we are going to discuss about the steps of hand washing that are very important, and if you are a medical professional it is a germ for you, and if you are a non healthcare worker then also to prevent from COVID or to prevent from infection it will be helpful for you. So let's start and the most important part of our video, that is the step of hand hygiene. The first step is ensure the following supplies are available. First one is soap, paper towel and water basket. We should have the supply with us so that we can perform the hand hygiene. If you don't have, please collect that supplies. Why these supplies are collected, I have given here rationally too, because being organized reduces wastage of time and avoids missing important step. Yes, it's very important. When you have all the supplies before, it will avoid wasting of time and you can not miss the most important steps. The second most important step is push your watch and sleeves up well over the wrist. Remove the wrist. So if you're wearing any type of watch or full sleeves shirt, you have to keep your sleeves up because the pathogen multiply in warm and dark moist environment such as under rings and jewelry. So you have to remove that. The third step is stand away from the sink. Do not let your hands, body, or uniform touch the sink. Stand such that the soap and the faucet is easy to reach. Why? Because the sink is considered to be contaminated. Touching it would increase the risk of pathogen contamination. The fourth step is turn on and adjust the water until it feels warm. Always wash your hands under warm running water. And the rationale behind this is warm water opens your skin pores, allowing more pathogen to exit the skin. It is also more comfortable to wash in warm water than cold water. Fifth step is wet your wrist and hands throughout under running water and keep your hands at a level lower than your elbows because the soap can irritate the dry skin, so it is very important to first wet the areas that you plan on washing. If you hold your hands and forearm up, dirty water runs from hands to elbow and those areas will become contaminated too. So first you have to keep your hands at the lower level. Next one is apply about 5 ml of liquid soap to your hands. If using bar soaps, do not touch the soap dish when you pick up the soap. Rinse the bar soap well before you use it. Why? Because rinsing the bar of soap helps to wash away any loose dead skin that may be present on the bar. The seventh step is rub your palms together and interlace your fingers to walk up a good lather. There's a rationale behind that because this running rubbing action helps to loosen and remove the microbes and dust. Microbes and pathogens can hide in the skin folds. Eighth step is wash each hand and wrist thoroughly, clean well between the fingers because washing thoroughly reduces the chances of leaving the pathogen on the skin. Ninth step is clean the fingernails by rubbing the fingertips of one hand against the palm of the other hand because the pathogen and microbe easily grow under the fingernails. The next 10th step is rinse your wrist and hands well, keeping your hands and forearm down. Water should flow from the arms to the hand because it allows the pathogen to naturally exit your arm into the sink. The 11th step is perform the hand hygiene at least 15 to 20 seconds because the longer you scrub, the more likely you are to remove the harmful pathogen from the skin. The next 12 step is pat dry by starting with your forearm and working down to your fingertips. Because the forearms are cleaner than the fingertips, drying this way will dry the cleanest area first. The 14th step is turn off the tap using the clean paper towel because these taps are contaminated and paper towels prevent clean hands from becoming the contaminated again. So this is the most important step and some of the people don't know about this, but in medical field this should be performed, and if you are not non-healthcare workers this would be very helpful for you. A last step of hand hygiene is apply hand lotion or cream after washing your hands because this will prevent the skin from clapping or drying. Skin breaks can occur in clapped or skin dry. Remember, skin breaks are the portal of entry for microbes. So afterwards, you have to apply lotion because when you wash your hands, when you rub your hands, and when you dry your hands there will be pores open in the skin, so to close that pores you can apply the lotions. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you like this video. And it is the most important work in the medical school. It during the COVID times, we all know that we have to make so much precautions, and hand hygiene is considered one of the major precaution in order to prevent from COVID. So best of luck to all. I hope you have sanitizer with you. I hope you perform wash your hands after coming from work at your home and have shower after that, and avoid touching other things in house without taking the shower because this is COVID times and we have to keep our safety. We have to keep the safety of our family members. So stay safe during the COVID and best of luck.